The saga continues. Everything getting a little deeper. No Diddy. But that's what we talking about. CEOs are starting to step down. We're going to see a lot of CEOs stepping down. Or I should say we should see a lot more, because it's a whole bunch of them that as soon as Diddy got locked up, they started resigning. They started stepping down from their positions. They trying to flee the scene. They don't want to be caught up. Listen, y'all name might be on that list. Y'all probably on some of them tapes. Everything will get exposed. This is what happened the time before. Remember, this was been supposed to came out. We thought this would happen a couple years ago, back when Pizzagate was trending. But of course, it was too many high-profile people involved in that for them to let it go down like that. They had the Clintons on the list. Prince Andrew, they had him on the list. But it's looking real suspect that these CEOs are stepping down because they don't want to be involved, even though they were involved. They just don't want to be held accountable. Remember Russell Simmons? He had moved to Bali last time when we thought this was going to come out. Remember, Virgil had unalived himself. Well, they saying he had cancer, but some don't seem right. Then Dirk dropped that song, "Oh my God, what happened to Virgil?" Nobody really talked about Virgil no more. He was on the list. That list was on Twitter, I'm telling you, and Diddy name been on there. So I knew this day would eventually come. He just let everything get too far. He got a little too reckless. He was caught on videotape in the hotel beating Cassie up. More and more people started coming out after that. So we got to give it up to her for being brave enough to not let this industry scare her and to speak her truth. But listen, man, I need everybody to thumbs up this video for me so YouTube can push this content out so we can reach the masses. This is breaking news. Breaking news. This is what's going on. This is big, y'all. And I need everybody to smash that subscribe button if you want to see more of these videos pop up and see more updates about what's going on revolving around this case, man. Let's get into it.
Y'all, and that's how the fucking cookie crumble. Watch the downward trend. Watch everybody, watch all these CEOs start to step down that had something to do with these freak offs that happened in Diddy House. Y'all, this is just the beginning. Kevin Liles is the first of many CEOs that stepped down. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's about to get real crazy. They already said it's freak off tapes. We already knew it. But now we about to start getting names of the people that was in them tapes. It's crazy how the people was bashing people like Cat Williams, Wendy Williams, when they was just speaking the truth. Dave Chappelle the world's. Like, y'all calling these people crazy when they been exposing shit. Like, don't try to backtrack now. I wonder if Jay-Z on these freak off tapes or if he had something to do with it. His little weird ass. But once again, TikTok, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jay-Z, of course, is a great person. Kevin Liles is a great person. Anybody I name is a great person. Y'all stay tuned. I'm telling you. All them people that Diddy named in that video, they probably on them freak off tapes. And he got some shit up his sleeve for them. So y'all, this shit is really about to get crazy, man.
Yo, these CEOs across the country are dropping like flies, man. These Diddy tapes might be the new transfer of wealth system in America, man. This shit is crazy. Like, that 30 for 30 is gonna be... What is happening out here, bruh?
CEO of 300 Entertainment, Kevin Liles, announces his resignation on 9/17. CEO of Nike, John Donahue, announces his resignation 9/19. Kaz Kobayashi, CEO of Warner Music Japan, announces his resignation 9/18. Max Lusada, CEO of Recorded Music, announces his resignation 8/1. Julie Greenwald, Atlantic Group Chairman, announces her resignation 8/6. Randy Goodman, Sony Music Nashville Chairman and CEO, announces his resignation 9/18. Do what you want with that. Coincidence? In all reality, I make a lot of jokes about it, but I really do hope that justice is served, and everyone who has done dirty things and are corrupt, I hope they all get justice, because what is done in the dark always comes to light.
They really painting him to be the new Epstein. They already got Diddy on suicide watch. Remember, they had Epstein on suicide watch and he still killed himself. Supposedly. Allegedly, right? Which don't make no sense at all. How do you kill yourself on suicide watch? 24-hour suicide watch with armed guards outside your door. How do you still have the time to kill yourself? So I'm thinking Diddy might go down this same route. They might say something happened to him. That's always suspicious. If not, then he gonna be like R. Kelly and he gonna do his time. I'm hoping he really do his time and justice really be served, but we know how these people play it, man. We know the tricks that they pull. Because if we really let this unfold, I'm telling you, We talking about politicians. We talking about the film industry, the music industry. We talking about it's going to be a collapse of the whole system, man. Let me put it like this. They going to need to build some more jails for all of these people.
All these people stepped down within 24 hours of P. Diddy arrest. Meek Mill say, why all these CEOs stepping down? This shit crazy, right? Y'all tuned in to King News TV 804. If you're new to the platform and you want to support me, right, make sure y'all hit that follow button. Turn me up real quick. Like and share the content. So, this a big list of CEOs that step down, y'all. I feel like they step down because they know what's about to come. They know Diddy can't hold no water. There's holes all in his pool. Water gonna come out that motherfucker. He gonna tell all them stories about that big white bed and all that baby oil and all this nonsense. And y'all in that bitch abusing people and drugging people and doing the most. And if you look at some of these names, you'll be like, damn, who is these people? Whoever they was there. You feel what I'm saying? Why else would they step down? These big time CEOs, they stepping down in 24 hours of Diddy's arrest. Diddy on suicide watch. He probably right now got a list of names that he about to call out and get a feds. Straight up. Diddy said he not staying in that motherfucker. He said, y'all not gonna R. Kelly me. I got names for days for y'all. You feel me? People y'all want. That's how Diddy gonna come though. You can look at him. And Meek Mill talking about why all these CEOs stepping down. What Meek Mill better be worried about is if he in any of them freak tapes. You feel what I'm saying? Because if he is, and they got him in one of Diddy cages, like that meme, it's over with. It's over with, bro.
So by now we've all heard about all these CEOs and higher-ups all of a sudden deciding to step down because of the Diddy situation, or more than likely because of the Diddy situation, right? And it begs the question, how many more of these people do this stuff? Like, all these higher-ups, what sleazy stuff goes on between all these people? Because me, I've always had this belief that a lot of times being famous is like the concept of equivalent exchange from Full Metal Alchemist. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost. In this case, a lot of people's dignity and morality. Or TLDR, people got to give something up to get something. And in this case, it probably usually ain't good. And honestly, I hope people aren't shocked by this because there's probably way worse going on. You know what I mean? I remember when Vince McMahon's scandal came out not that long ago, and I'm like, man, this is the tip of the iceberg. What the Titanic hit is coming. And it seems like we only seeing the results of that now, man.
I'm who the people want to hear, and I did not know this. Apparently, Kevin Liles just recently stepped down from his position at Warner Music Group, all in light of how this whole Diddy situation is going on. Peep this. Liles has been with Warner since 2004, which formerly housed Diddy Bad Boy Records, and he's been vocal defending the mounds of allegations against Puff. Something's going on. Industry's crumbling. Somebody knows something. People are stepping down from their positions. I think we're about to see a lot more people start to fall. And I think we better grab onto our seats because it might be some of our favorite celebrities. Who knows?
I know anybody that's ever admitted to being at a Diddy party or interview, but let's just break it down, right? So they charging Diddy with a RICO in so many words. This basically gonna be a RICO. So anybody that's ever been at a Diddy party, they should be charged with conspiracy. If they participated in these activities, they should go down as well. And they might. We don't know what's gonna happen. So this could be real big. A lot of people might be going down. It's interviews on the internet of people being asked about Diddy parties because it's been rumors around them, right? Everybody know what they heard. Word started to get out what was going down at these parties. They asked Ashton Kutcher. They asked him about the Diddy parties. They asked him to give a story about a Diddy party. Just one. They asked him for one of them. He couldn't even name one. He said, oh, can't tell that one. Can't tell that one. He laughed and said, yeah, Diddy parties were crazy. But he never really answered the question. Then we got Tyrese, the actor, singer. They asked him, have he been at any Diddy parties? He said, yeah, I've been at Diddy parties. But when they went in those other rooms, I was never there. So people got to say that. They got to put a disclaimer. When they went in them other rooms, I wasn't there. It's real. You got Diddy bodyguards speaking out about him. I'm questioning, will he be held accountable? Because you let this go on and you never said nothing. Y'all know how the law works. You could be accountable just because you was there. You guilty by association. If you don't say nothing, you guilty. So we really gonna see how this play out.
Okay, did y'all hear yesterday that these two stepped down? The president and CEO of Warner Music of Japan and the CEO of Sony Nashville. I'm trying to think of, my bad, y'all. But both of them stepped down yesterday. This tells a lot. Not putting two and two together, but like I said, it's going to be a lot of heavy hitters stepping down and coming out or coming forward or pleading their case or whatever it may be. What's done in the dark eventually comes to the light. And you only could do something for so long, and then eventually it takes one person to bring it to the forefront. So Hollywood is done. And the reason why I'm saying that, because not only did he connected to, producers, this is a lot of connection with a lot of people. This is not just, this go beyond music, entertainment. This go way beyond that. And when I say Diddy is gonna sing like a bird, and if he don't sing like a bird, I think I heard they got him on watch. Is one or the other, and this is it's gonna be a long road, and I just hope. That's all I'm gonna say.
It ain't just P. Diddy that's in trouble with all of this, because he's in a world of trouble. But that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Hollywood being in a world of trouble.
Well, guys, it has started. We have a top-level music executive that has suddenly stepped down the day that Diddy was indicted. I did a video earlier where I played Stephen A. Smith talking about how Hollywood is scared, music executives are scared, the music industry is, very terrified of what's going to come out of this indictment. But also, he spoke with an Entertainment Tonight attorney who confirmed the same thing. They mentioned Epstein. It was just a lot to it. But in the last part of that video, that interview, I did not play that part on my channel, but I want to play it now because I was saving this for this video. And this is specifically about Kevin Liles. And then we're going to get into what TMZ and what is being reported all over the place and why this man suddenly has stepped down from a position he's been in for decades.
What else is going to come out of all of this? Because names are going to be dropped and what have you. I'm not attaching any names to this. All I'm doing is reading the news, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular point and giving you my thoughts based off of the news. This is the kind of stuff that I was alluding to when I said Hollywood's in trouble. Hip hop, R&B, the music industry. I'm not talking about actors and actresses. I'm talking about Hollywood in terms of the music industry. It's in a world of trouble right now because you don't know whose name is attached to P. Diddy, and you don't know where the dominoes are going to fall. You see, when R. Kelly, with his pedophile ass self, was being pursued by law enforcement, by prosecutors and what have you, it was just him. There might have been some people who knew or thought or heard or whatever the case may be, but they wanted him. Okay? They wanted him. When you look at P. Diddy, it almost seems clear. It's not just him thereafter. These are RICO charges. It's an indictment. It's Homeland Security. Homes raided in Los Angeles and Miami. Computers and laptops and iPads and phones and surveillance videos and stuff like that confiscated. They did that in May. You're talking about months later, and here they come with this indictment, and they're trying to make it so today, as we're taping this show, if prosecutors have their druthers, they're trying to make today his last day of freedom in his life. That's what they're trying to do. They want him behind bars today. Not next week, not next month, not when the trial begins, and he's found guilty by a jury of his peers in their eyes. No. They want him in jail now. This is the level of urgency that they're attaching to this. And then lo and behold, on this day, when P. Diddy is walking into a courtroom in New York to plead not guilty on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, hip-hop music industry vet Kevin Liles is resigning from his Warner Music Group executive VP gig. I am reading from a story right here online on TMZ On Tuesday, Lyles sent a company memo announcing his resignation as chairman and CEO of Warner Brothers 300 Elektra Entertainment chairman, passing the torch to some seasoned vets. The next paragraph, ladies and gentlemen, here's what it says. Lyles has been with Warner since 2004, which formerly housed Diddy's Bad Boy Records. And he's been vocal defending the mounds of allegations against Puffy. That's what it said. So it's not me talking. Every time I've met Kevin Lyles, has been incredibly nice to me. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. What I do know is that they're attaching his name to P. Diddy. And they're doing so on the day that he resigned. And they're showing you the connection between him and Bad Boy Entertainment. You know why they're doing that? Because it's a glimpse of what's coming. There's a whole bunch of names. Y'all guess it. I ain't going to put out no polls. I'm not going to put a poll out there and ask you and give you names and multiple choice. I'm not doing that to other human beings. Only reason I read Kevin Lyles' name is because of the TMZ report that's plastered all over the news right now. It's the only reason I read the name. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. But what they're saying is that's the first domino. That's what they're saying. That's the implication. That's what's going on. Think about the parties at his home. Think about the artist, Puffy P. Diddy, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Sean Diddy Combs. Think about the artist he's represented, who's worked under his label. Go ahead and do your own homework.
TMZ themselves confirmed that Hollywood is scared. There are more heads that are going to roll. TMZ is confirming that, okay? There's an interview that they did, and they talk about that, how this is going to blow up huge. Okay, and this is why Hollywood is silent. So now I'm going to take you to Kevin Lyles in this exact article that he's talking about. Okay, so Kevin Lyles quits Warner Music post. This is Kevin Lyles. Okay, and so this is his post. I'm sure it's a bunch of fluff about how grateful he is and how wonderful it's been. Now it says, Lyles has been with Warner since 2004, which formerly housed Diddy's Bad Boy Records, and he's been vocal defending the mounds of allegations against Puff. It says, we spoke to Kevin back in April, and he told us he never knew the Diddy who got plastered in the media after all the allegations made in numerous lawsuits, and stuck by him. They even have ... and stuck by him. Sir, you want us to believe you don't know the Puff like that? We know the Puff like that, and we haven't even been around the man. We've seen him. We've seen how he acts. Just go look at the old reality shows. The man is a menace. The man is insane. The man is a criminal and a degenerate. Lyles' transition will happen at the end of the month, and sources close to the situation tell us his exit could directly be tied to a massive shakeup at Warner. Several executives have stepped down, and Elliot Grange, 10K Projects founder and son of Universal Music Group chairman and CEO Lucian Grange, has been introduced as the new CEO of Atlantic Music Group. So here we go. Big changes at Warner Music Group. Max Lusada stepping down, Elliot Grange moving up. Okay? So let me go down. Warner Music has announced dramatic changes in its recorded music operations. I think I need to, because I was just expecting to report on Kevin Lyles because I had seen that just a little snippet of it. But now I'm seeing that there's more shakeups happening within the music industry. Okay, not just hip hop. We're not just talking about just hip hop, but we're talking about this is broad reaching. This has tendrils all throughout the music industry. And even Stephen A. says not with Hollywood's actors and all that. Are you kidding me? Yes. All these people know each other. All these people are part of each other. We're not going to get into, there's some details I have that I'm still trying to vet that I want to flesh out for you guys. But now we are starting to see some heads roll, and they're doing it quietly. They're doing it with stepping down. They're doing it, moving these people out of place because they know possible some things can come. And these music companies don't want to be part of an indictment. They want to say that's the former person and they have nothing to do with it now. But we know they still could be held culpable and responsible, especially with these types of things. Everybody had to know.
Diddy been partying for over 20 years. He had a lot of people there, a lot of celebrities at these parties, and they got secrets. But what's done in the dark gonna come to light, y'all.